there's a thing about Sowell that isn't often mentioned, which is that, talk about rare bird. He is a Black academic who quite often has written on non-racial subjects, just an economics textbook, two volumes. He can step completely outside of the race thing and just express himself about just stuff, which is not the usual. And I find it interesting that with Sowell, one reason some people today would find it hard to go with him is that he doesn't write with that tribalist sense. He's trying to be purely objective, and there's nothing in him of, here's what we down here think, here's what we've been through. It's not seasoned with any of that. He's just trying to have a white lab coat on and look at the facts. And for, I think, most readers, especially these days, wherever you are on the spectrum, except for hard right, for him to not write with that fragrance of identity makes him somehow sterile. I think it comes from the same place that he can sit and write about something that has nothing to do with being Black. He's capable of stepping outside. And that's a weird quality in many ways, but I think a lot of what frustrates you and me is that there are many people who are too inside, that if the facts speak against that fragrance that I'm talking about, then it's the fragrance that you have to go with. We in here and our feelings. Sowell predates that, and he's spiritually antithetical to that. And it makes him inaccessible, I think, to a lot of people who otherwise would find him quite brilliant. He does truly awesome work. And then the only other problem with Sowell is that he came along a little too early. There's not a whole lot of media about him. When he's in his prime, it's about network television, and there's no such thing as the internet. And because he is a grind who wants to just write his books, he wasn't that crazy about making himself a brand outside of the newspaper column. But today, what's a newspaper? And so he didn't have a Glenn show because technologically that was impossible. But yeah, I always get a little sad when Sowell comes up.